UFC 317 just wrapped up last night, and what the fuck was that? Ilia Topuria is actually a supervillain. Don't ever give this guy fucking any beloved fighter, bro. Don't give him Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje's gonna be out there bro. Justin Gaethje would get knocked out faster than Charles Oliveira did. And also, who do you give this little fucker next? This little 5'7", godly power. I mean, who do you give this guy next? Justin Gaethje? I honestly, please don't do that shit. They're gonna make Armin fight one more because they're mad at him, obviously. Dana revealed that he actually missed weight back in January instead of like his, hurting his back or whatever. So that's also news. So yeah, they're definitely not going to give him Armin. Although I will say, like Justin Gaethje, Ilia Topuria would actually murder. I think it would be like the same as Oliveira. I think he would actually get him out of there fast. Also, bro, I got that shit correct. I picked Ilia Topuria by KO in round 1. I said Max in 3, Volk in 2, Charles in 1. Because he gets cracked too much. I saw it, but I also heard somebody else say this, bro. No way did I ever think it was going to be that devastating. In my opinion, that was nastier than the Volk KO. That was bad. I was like, I think it was more vicious than the Volt KO. Max Holloway didn't get done dirty like that. He wasn't out like cold, at least. I mean, like, stop giving this guy beloved fighters. Thankfully, I don't really think there's anybody else at 155 that is like as loved as Charles Oliveira. Like his next fight, there's no way he can get like this beloved, cherished. Like Justin Gaethje has a lot of fans of Dustin Poirier. Same thing. Well, he's no way they're giving him Max again. But like, those are the only other two like big OGs with hardcore fan bases at 155. Everybody else is either new blood or just really not like that fucking interesting. Back to who you give this guy next, bro. So they're gonna make Armin fight one more. He made weight as a backup, but they're just not gonna make that fight, I don't think, because I think this is the time where you give that number 8 ranked contender that fucking title shot. Because, bro, not only do we need Paddy versus Ilia, crazy beef, I think that could be good for a media tour. Maybe don't go too, you don't have to do a whole world tour like Floyd Connor or Connor Aldo, but a couple media stops would be great for that, I think. That'd be a wasted opportunity if they don't do that. And I think, like, really, Armin versus Ilia or Paddy versus Ilia, like, take your fucking pick. And it's Ilia versus Paddy all day. I mean, come on, is that even a fucking debate? Trash talk, the build up. I don't know. I guess I do see Armin like faring against Ilia better, but still, Paddy I think is gonna do better than Charles Oliveira and Volk did. But I just don't know. I think Justin Gaethje gets fucking slept. I think Dustin Poirier, it would be a good boxing match, but I think Dustin Poirier also does get cracked. By Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje, shit like that. And if they're cracking you, bro, I think Ilia Topuria would find his shit and put him out. I think Michael Chandler gets put the fuck out. I can name the rest of them. I think they all get put the fuck out. I think Armin Sarukian would actually, like, maybe fare the best. And, bro, I honestly think that Ilia KOs Islam Makhachev. The way that he was reversing positions on Charles Oliveira, I mean, you had Charles Oliveira in a fucking crucifix. Are you kidding me? You're passing Oliveira's guard, and then you're going for a crucifix on Oliveira. I mean, Oliveira did look good. He had double underhooks up against the cage, so that's a decently dominant position, but yet again. But that was really like the only uncomfortable moment that Ilia got put in. And to be honest, I don't remember the last time somebody gave Ilia some trouble. Like, Max was doing all right on the feet with him, but he was still getting cracked too much. And Volk won the first round, but I mean, just to how much? I mean, I've never seen this guy in like some serious trouble. Josh Emmett, Bryce Smith, like nobody's ever put. I mean, besides Jai Herbert, nobody's ever put this guy in some serious fucking trouble. But yeah, I do think that he would KO Islam, bro. I think Islam would go for a takedown. He'd be able to sprawl it. He'd fucking slam his hips on his head or whatever. I think he'd be able to change position, change 50-50, go over the guard or whatever. And I think he'd land nasty ground and pound, go, stand him up. I think he'd out fucking land him on the feet, crack him. Islam would go back down again or whatever. And I think he could get him down, land some ground and pound or whatever. Like I said, switch position, pass guard, more ground and pound. And I think you could just really finish him on the ground. I just think it's too much power, bro. I just think he has too much fucking power. And Islam's been cracked or whatever. I do think maybe Armin. I think Armin would just have such a ground heavy approach. I don't think he'd play any fucking games after seeing what he just did. And for any question if that power transferred over, yeah, it sure fucking did, buddy. That's. Like I said, bro, I picked Ilia by round 1 KO, but god damn, dude, what I have never thought it was this fucking brutal. Like I said, I also do think that he knocks out Paddy Pimblett. I think Paddy Pimblett's going to do good, better than Volk, better than Charles did. I think he'll be able to, work technique for technique with him for a little bit, but I think he's going to get stung. And I just don't know if you can get stung by a guy like Ilia Topuria, bro. He just, fuck, man, he just shuts you out, especially with this momentum that he's got right now. I'm sure this is like some newfound this is adding to the power for sure. So yeah, that does make me scared for Paddy Pimblett, but Paddy's no joke. I think Paddy put up a fight. I think Paddy would be there to scrap. Like I said, Justin Gaethje KO, bro. Dustin Poirier KO. I don't know, bro. Armin Sarukian better fucking come prepared, and he has good pressure. He has good hands, but like not good enough to compete with Ilia. So Armin Sarukian is gonna have to stay on the ground 25 minutes of the fight. No cap. 25 minutes of just shooting, Marab type fucking fight right here. Like, we need cardio, we need takedowns, we need nonstop pressure, boy. Bro, and I don't even like Armin Sarukian, but like, somebody needs to really like dispose of this little supervillain. He takes out every single beloved fighter, bro. And honestly, bro, if you knocked out Paddy Pimblett and then went on to, KO Armin or even go and get that Islam fight and KO Islam or something. One, I hate that fight at 170. Islam needs to come back down to 155. Ilia should be nowhere near 170. Little 5'7" ass. Shouldn't be nowhere near 170. But yeah, fucking, I mean, I'm not gonna say crazy fight, but maybe knockout of the year or I don't know. There's some good contenders, but like, oh, bro, I don't know. That shit was vile. That shit was brutal. And Charles isn't one of my like top three. Like I can't stand to see this dude lose. Like, okay, like sure, I've seen him lose. Like I'm over that pain. I've seen Charles lose, bro. But never have we seen Charles Oliveira done like this. Never. We've seen him get taken out. We've seen the Jim Miller fight. We saw the Paul Felder fight. Like, we've seen the Armin Sarukian fight as of recent. Like, we've seen him get done dirty. But we have never seen him get put out like this. This was a new level of just like, bro, I feel so bad for Charlie Olives. I can't even say it enough. Like, I feel so bad for that, bro. Anyways, moving on, bro. I'm just going to cover the co-main real quick. I think Pantoja did exactly what I thought. But yeah, even before the fight, I just didn't think he was going to be able to do enough to beat a guy like Pantoja. MMA Guru said this, and he's right, bro. Like, you're going to have to knock him out in order to put him away, like to stop Pantoja. You're just gonna have to knock him out. Pantoja has so much. He's like his cardio, 5-round cardio. I mean, he's improving like very rapidly. He like cardio, great. Pressure, great. Hands are getting a lot better, bro. His hands are getting better. He was standing there with Kai for a minute. That ground game's obviously a fucking threat. I mean, subbing guys like Brandon Royval, one, that's impressive in its own right. Brandon Royval has fucking 10 submissions, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, and then coming out here subbing Kai Kara France, who's, just had a full training camp. He was training for a style like this and just still put him away. Subbing Kai Asakura, I'm not gonna say it's like the craziest shit ever, but still the way he did it in the dominant fashion that he did it, just like strike, level change, got on the back, fucking, just didn't let him back up and stuff. That was impressive. That was impressive. But that's what I mean, bro. Like, he's like actively improving, and I can respect it. I actually don't mind Pantoja. If you want my honest opinion, I actually kind of want to see him keep winning, because if he like gets 11 title defenses or something, like that would be insane. In this day and age, nobody does that shit. And especially at 125, this is a tough division right now, bro. It's not gonna be, it's not 170. It's not like 155 right now, but it's tough, bro. It's fucking tough. It's definitely the most underrated division. And Joshua Van, bro, and shit, I'll get to that future fight in a minute, but if he fights him next, I'm gonna pick Joshua Van. I want to see that shit. I want to see him win so bad, just how I picked him against Royval. I said Royval by decision would be like, the smart, ethical pick, but I said Joshua Van knows how to steal rounds, bruh. I said he knows how to steal rounds, and so I picked Joshua Van by decision, and kind of a Hail Mary pick, and it fucking hit. He won. So again, I'll be picking him, but it's the same thing as like Kai Kara France. That like I was rooting for Kai Kara France, but I just don't. I picked Pantoja by decision because I just thought there was no fucking way Kai Kara France was going to be able to land that one shot or do enough, bro. Joshua Van, I am going to pick, though. I do think in my heart that Pantoja does enough. I think the pressure and everything's going to be enough. But, yo, let me tell you right now, if Van gets this shit done, which I think he can do, I think it's ever so slightly possible, bro. It's the fight game, You never know what the fuck's going to happen. But this is what I was saying against Royval, is that Joshua Van's been to decision, bro. Like, Joshua Van knows how to scrape by on some rounds, He knows how to win them rounds. Pantoja's not going to be there for a scrap, how we just had with Brandon Royval, but Pantoja will give him a good fight, put the pressure on, and Pantoja seems interested in the fight. He was calling for it. He said, I like this kid, he's respectful, this, that, third. And Joshua Van having that war, I don't think that they should book this fight soon. I think they need to give him a little bit of time, like, please. Like I said, bro, he can win. He knows how to get these rounds. Pantoja's not a bit of a decision machine. I won't say that because he does get subs. But yeah, I do think this fight will probably go to decision because Joshua Van has very good takedown defense, and I don't think Pantoja will eventually get him down, but I think he's gonna take a couple takedowns, takedown attempts to get him there in the first place. And then how well can you dominate him on the ground? I don't think you're gonna be able to dominate him. You're probably gonna stay on top control for a little while, but I don't think that you could dominate Joshua Van. He's proven to be all right. I know Charles Johnson was giving him a little bit of shit on the cage or whatever, but no, I think he'll be okay. But with the hands, Pantoja's just not going to be there like a guy like Royval. He's not going to be there like Bruno Silva. Pantoja moves. Pantoja, constant pressure, but that is one thing. Pantoja does have that forward pressure, and we saw with that Royval fight, Joshua Van was good with them counter punches. I mean, everything. What I didn't like was he was definitely taking one to land 2 or 3, but he was taking one too many. Like, Royval at a time was really like, putting it on him. I mean, same thing though. Royval was taking shit just to get in there, and he had the reach advantage, which is wild. Brandon Royval was having to reach in instead of Joshua Van. Joshua Van would just kind of back up, and then he would crash in with the counters, but he would take one on the chin as he would come in with the counters. So he did win the exchanges in my opinion. He 110% he landed the harder shots, the more effective, like ooh and ah kind of shots. I did think it was evident though in the second round that Brandon Royval landed more. I think he landed more, but it just wasn't the same. I did give him that round though. I gave Brandon Royval the second, gave Joshua Van the third. But in that third, I did think it was so fucking close, and I did think Brandon Royval was about to scrape by. Literally, because like I said, it was evident that he was, maybe pity patting him just by more. And in the official scorecards, it was like maybe 20 more punches. You know what I mean? I think less than 20 more punches. I think it was like 17, 18. Bro, and that was the first flyweight fight ever to break. No, actually, I think that was the first fight in history that they said that broke over 200 significant strikes each. That's a fucking. That was fight of the year. I mean, how do you not give that shit fight of the year? Demetrius Johnson's out here saying that that's not fight of the year. That's not. Charles Oliveira and Ilia Topuria was a better fight than that. Brother, if you don't get the fuck out. No, we're talking about fight of the year, scrap of the year. When the fuck has fight of the year ever been about chess match of the year? Never, bruh. Like, we're talking about scrap of the year, and that was scrap of the fucking year. This shit was that was a scrap, boy. I'm gonna definitely rewatch that shit. That shit was a scrap. And also, for this 23-year-old kid, he's my fucking age. For this 23-year-old kid to come in here off a 3-week turnaround and beat a guy like Brandon Royval, beating Bruno Silva, okay, like, I'll give you the flowers. Sure, good shit. Whatever. Beating Brandon Royval, who's dangerous as fuck. Mini Nate Diaz, there to scrap. Just came off 2 wins of Brandon Moreno and Tetsuro Taira, and you're telling me you fucking dropped him in the third? You just went to war with him and you fucking drop him in third? Yo, by the way, that shit rocked, Brandon. Like, it wasn't just like oh shit, like I'm off balance. You could see how it hit the chin, and it's one of those where you're like, oh shit, like he was there, but god damn, he went down. And that's why when he got up, he said, fuck. He knew it, bro. Like, he knew, like, that's not what you needed. He probably would have scraped by in the last 10 seconds in some Max Holloway fashion, bro. Mini Max Holloway, real deal, bro. Boom, right there. Puts him on the chin. Puts him down, bro, and gets that shit done. But Pantoja's not going to be there to get hit like that. Pantoja's a different level of fighter. He, like I said, though, he is going to be coming forward at Joshua Van, and I think Joshua Van, he's not going to be able to counter strike like he was with Royval, though, because when Pantoja's coming in, he's going to be worried about the takedown. He's not going to be open to do that 1-2 and go around, because Brandon Royval would come in with the straight, and Joshua Van was coming around with the two combos, and especially this right overhand. This was the main factor of the fight. He'd come in with that 1-2, and he'd start cracking. Pantoja, he's not going to be able to do that, because even if Pantoja is pumping that jab, trying to find his range, and Joshua Van, boom, boom. As soon as he goes for that two combo, Pantoja's going to be on the knees. Pantoja's already going to be fucking below his knees as soon as that two's coming. I don't think he's going to be able to be as open on the feet as he was with this Royval fight. Amazing fight. I think he has the most hype on him right now, bro. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if I see Ilia Topuria go down to 125 just to sleep him because he's fucking beloved. Yeah, bro. Anyways, I think this was genuinely a good fucking card. People were look, even before this, I thought this was a good fucking card. The only like kind of fight was Tracy Cortez, and even she I thought did good. People were sleeping on her in my opinion, and I thought she did good, especially when she was talking shit. And what the fuck was that other girl saying real quick? My bad, but what was that other girl saying? Bro, she was saying that she had oil or something in the gloves. Bitch, are you dumb? Vaseline in the gloves or whatever the fuck it was. Bitch, are you dumb? Why the fuck would I have it in the gloves? I'm gonna squeeze and that shit comes out. By the way, you don't know that you get your fucking hands wrapped in the back. Like what? So I have it over my hand tape in my glove. Like, bitch, are you stupid? Get the fuck out. Yeah, also I thought it was crazy. Alvin Hines did better than I fucking thought he did. He lost, but yo, I said it in that last video. What kind of heavyweight is throwing a fucking a head kick? And he even did it in here, and I reacted the same way. What the fuck? Especially him. He does not look like the kind of heavyweight that's throwing head kicks. But yeah, he's definitely got that cardio. He's tough as fuck, and he looked a lot better than I imagined him being, to be honest. RoboCop over Jack Hermanson. Bro, why are we talking about like? I get it, like, he didn't have to fucking do that. He could have just had a nasty walk-off KO right there, just boom, and then walked away. I understand he didn't have to really go over there and ground and pound him. Well, I mean, he just gave him one shot, but still. I mean, your job is, like, fighting to the ref. I mean, what if Jack Hermanson popped up and started, contesting that shit? No, fuck that, bro. I mean, just, I don't know. I would have preferred just the walk-off KO, obviously. I don't want Jack Hermanson to fucking die, but yeah. Anyways, besides that, what else happened? The face off with Patty was interesting. I'm hyped for that shit. That's definitely the fight to make next. I mean, really, if you're gonna make like, if you're gonna skip, who the fuck is he skipping though? Justin Gaethje 100% needs one more. Armin Sarukian needs one more because they're fucking mad. Just give him Patty fucking Pimblett. It's the B. I mean, I'm pretty sure they are, to be honest. I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah, bro. Let me know if you guys agree. Let me know what you guys think of that card. I thought it was a good card. That was definitely like, I'll give that shit a 8.5 out of 10. I thought that was a good fucking card. In my opinion, that beat out 314. I mean, it had the first round KO curse on here too. But yeah, let me know what you guys think anyways, bro. I'll let you guys go on. But yeah, see you, man. Peace.